Trinchillo.
Dave, how are you, man?
Another year.
Good to see you. Yeah, another one. How many times have you been to Tucson?
Oh, how many times since 63?
Holy smokes, 63.
Yeah.
So fast math, that's 40 to 2003, and then another 10, that's 53. I don't know if I can count this high, Dave.
54 years.
54 years, wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. This is my 20th year.
20th year?
20th year, you believe that? Follow me up to the...
Oh, really something.
Yeah.
What was that, 19 cases?
19 showcases. I don't even know. You got to imagine there's 50 specimens per case, so you're looking at somewhere almost 1,000 specimens on display.
You think of it.
As we go this way, we enter and we're passing through Lawrence Stoller's gallery, straight ahead.
He has beautiful things.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Holy cow.
That's called NASA.
My God, it's almost like a... That is unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's like a tornado coming down or something, or a volcanic thing. What is all that?
It's chlorite. It's chlorite.
A chlorite, okay.
Yeah. Follow me this way into our first gallery.
Okay.
So in here we have a couple of new things going on. I always like to do something new in this gallery room.
Yes.
This year this is a new specimen that we got. This is the finest cathedral quartz I've ever seen in my life.
It's gorgeous.
It's absolutely
great. It's all complete.
Perfect.
Look at that thing.
It's actually, this must have broken out of the matrix where it grew, and all of this is recrystallized.
Rehealed. Yeah.
Rehealed. Yeah. It's all complete on the back, and it doesn't have one nick. I mean, for a 70-pound quartz,
that's fabulous.
That's fabulous.
70.
And then in this case right next to it, I haven't done theme cases in quite some time, and I'm probably going to want to shut the lights again, but as you can see, these are all glowing a little orange.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
These were a new find of gypsum and halite that came from Germany, and they're from a road cut. Stand back a little so I can open the door. Well, there was a salt mine that had been worked in the 1800s in Germany, and when they do these salt mines, they're enormous. Tunneling underground, they're enormous mines.
Yeah.
And then towns get built above them. And to preserve the towns and the infrastructure of the earth in those areas, they take industrial ash and they go back and they backfill them. And so they were in the process of backfilling this particular mine, and they came to an area where there was a road between two tunnels. And so they never mined out the area that was under this road between two tunnels. But the fastest way to get the ash in to shore up these empty cavities was to just sort of mine under the road and then put it in, because with today's technology, sure enough, they mine through and they hit this giant pocket right under the road. Okay. What makes them super cool, and I'll see if I can do this, is you have
look at that.
You have this crazy fluorescence on the halite, but the gypsums have a fluorescent phantom going through them. That's that pale.
Oh yeah.
Pale, like lemon yellow or even almost a white, and then when you take it out, they phosphoresce.
Oh, they phosphoresce.
Yeah, but just the gypsum phosphoresces.
Yeah, right.
If you look at here.
Yeah, just the gypsum.
Well, I'm still in the light. It's hard to do. I got to do it where I'm right there.
Yeah,
and you can still going.
Right.
So what happened was collectors were blown away with this case, but the only downfall of the jewel box is that collectors sometimes are limited for space in their homes.
Yes.
And so a showcase like this pretty much becomes really crowded looking if you start going over about 20 specimens. 25 is really the max, and that's if you collect some small cabs and maybe some miniatures. But if you collect small cabinet to large cabinet, and you have a general mix, this case is good for between 15 and 20 objects. Okay. That's not a lot of objects for some collectors. Some collectors have 200 specimens that they want to display on one small wall. And so the next idea was let's make a showcase that's similar to what the fiber optic cases that have been traditionally available, but with the lighting technology of the jewel box and the same style. And so this is the first generation of these.
Very good.
And we have them here in Tucson. There's lots of cool benefits about them. I'll talk about them, I guess. Makes sense, so collectors can know. Right. They have the same patented system for the lighting where you can just pull. It plugs in on the audio jack. It bends 90 degrees and it can rotate 360. So you can place that light in any one of these holes.
Yes.
And light up the mineral.
Yeah, zero right in.
There are one of the new designs is the louver system, which I'll illustrate right here. Instead of the first generations, they had plugs that you had to plug into each one of the empty sockets. Yeah. So instead, we just did a little louver system where you just push it in, and I'll illustrate it with a light, you'll get a better idea. You push it in, it opens the little door, and you just push it in straight. And there you go. And you can light up wherever you want.
You see that?
So
that's a wonderful idea.
It's a dynamic display. It allows you to collect miniatures and light them all perfectly with tons of light, or you could collect 5 big minerals and just put in the 5 lights you need. And there are over 250 different light positions that you can select from.
Okay. In this one case?
In this one case.
Fantastic.
Another innovation that we've done is that you're looking at only 3,000 and 5,000 color temperature, but now we offer 5 color temperatures. So we have 2,700 Kelvin, we have 3,200 Kelvin, 4,100 Kelvin, we have 5,000 Kelvin and 6,500 Kelvin. So you have 5 different color options to make your minerals and really dial them in to specifically what that mineral needs to look its best. Exactly. So if you have a rhodochrosite here and you want it to look amazing, you use the 2,700 Kelvin and the red just goes crazy. Right. If you want to hit this blue tourmaline, you're going to put on, a 6,500 Kelvin, and it's just going to be the deepest, most brilliant blue that you can get.
That's fantastic.
And so the ability to have that, the ability to move the lights and then to change the color temperature all within seconds is unprecedented.
Fantastic.
Furthermore, the interior can be swapped out in just a few easy steps and you can make it all white.
Wow.
And then one of the other neat items is, there's a little bit more to go in the cases. I'm going to keep going.
Sure.
There's a metal bar cut and embedded into the back of the shelf on the top and the bottom, 2 little metal rods.
Yes.
And they go into this channel back here, which is a power channel. And so essentially what I can do is this bar, this glass shelf, is electrified. So I can take a little clip that I have, clip it onto the back of the shelf, the wire comes up, and I can illuminate using, very much like we have over here, you can illuminate a mineral.
Yeah, I see that back there,
Yeah, you can see it has the little goosenecks from the back.
Fantastic.
So you can do that now on those shelves.
Oh,
there you can
fantastic.
See. So you can, those cases are incredibly versatile.
Oh, it's wonderful.
It works really well.
Yeah. Congratulations. I think that's great.
Now, before we head into the vault, I'd like to show you something new I've been working on.
Okay.
You want to see something else?
Yeah, sure.
Follow me.
Yep.
We're going to go back this way. Now, this is something something we've been working on for the better part of, I don't know, about 1.5 years. And I'm going to take you to see something that you're going to be surprised with. I hope you're not, are you feeling warm?
I'm fine.
You're fine. All right, good deal.
I'm very comfortable.
Well, we're going. So here we are, Dave. New York City. I was telling you, come on. We're going to go right over here.
We have a surprise.
Isn't this crazy?
Yeah.
You're going to go around this side. Oh, look at this. Isn't this amazing?
Yeah, this is really something.
Not what you expected.
Never expected anything like this on Madison Avenue.
On Madison Avenue.
Well, you really pulled out a first.
Thank you. Hello, Darwin.
How you doing? Dave Wilber. How are you? Oh my goodness, this is really something.
So welcome. This is Mardani. This is our vision.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Isn't this something? The vision of the store was to try and share with the world, in a way, minerals the way you and I appreciate them. You and I see something like the rabbit ears tourmaline, and we recognize it to be one of the premier minerals in the mineral kingdom, and in our minds it's on par with the finest objects of art in the world.
Right.
But at the same time, the rest of the world doesn't know what that specimen is.
Yeah,
they have
correct.
no concept of it.
That's right.
So we are here trying to educate and share with people so that they can see what it is that you and I are so accustomed to in our daily lives, this new world of mineral collecting for them. And it's every day we have people coming in and they're just flabbergasted and shocked of seeing what they see.
This is wonderful. Big ones all in perfect condition. I mean, that is really a rarity to get the large ones with such quality to them, just like the finer, smaller. Well, you have a couple big ones in here too as well. But everything you have is of such high quality.
Exactly. That's the common thread between all the minerals, is that the minerals are not just here because they're big. Every specimen is handpicked. Every specimen is the right quality. Every specimen is special. We're not just going to Brazil buying a container load of amethyst geodes and putting them on display and calling it a day. Let me show you a bit more around the store. Sure. So we have showcases that are highlighting incredible, beautiful mineral specimens, the type that you and I love. And so what we have to do is first educate people. And so a lot of it is, we bring them in, they see the minerals on the pedestals, they see the showcases, and then we bring them here. And this is sort of a minerals in your space gallery, so to speak. It's fine minerals amongst you in decor, and it's the bridge to collections, because they make that transition from understanding this as a decorative object in their space to this as a collectible object.
That is correct.
And when they make that transition and they buy one of those, then they come full circle and they come around, they say, well, what if I have several of those? What's my next step? And that's sort of this bookcase idea over here. And this is where you can see different objects in different levels. We have minerals. We have a meteorite slice. So this sort of gives a person the ability to see what they might do with minerals in a way that is different than just one object at the end of a hallway.
That's right.
They could have a group of them.
Yes.
Or they could have them in a bookcase with books. And then the next transition is to, well, I want to collect these. I want to have a showcase filled with beautiful objects. That's and so this is really, where I'm driving people is to build collections and to understand and appreciate these things the way I do. Dave, thanks for coming to see Mardani.
Well, thank you.
I'm glad did you like it?
Oh, it's fabulous.
Great.
Absolutely.
What do you say we
wonderful.
get back to Tucson?
Yeah, let's
go look
do
at those things we have in the vault.
Got. Yeah, exactly.
Well, welcome back to Tucson. Get that cold out of our bones. And we're walking back to go see the vault. This is the best part.
Yeah.
I'll do it like this. There we go. I'm going to show you some beautiful things.
Okay.
Let's see what we have this year, Dave.
I love this part.
All right, this is going to be fun.
Ooh.
Do you know what that is? Should throw you a little.
Phenokine?
No.
Amberite?
No.
Just calcite?
No.
Burl?
Mm-mm.
No goshenite?
Nope.
I really don't know what this thing is.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, it's fabulous.
It is gypsum.
Oh, gypsum. Okay.
From Abu Dhabi.
I didn't want to scratch. Oh, okay. Gypsum. Well, how
Mined in
about
Abu Dhabi. I don't know if you can see it,
different.
but right in here there's a phantom of little bubbles.
Oh, okay.
That was where the typical like
Okay.
sharp crystals of gypsum were, and then there was this second generation of growth to these strange. They're like hexagonal barrels of gypsum. I've never seen it before from any other locality.
Has anybody else figured out? Did you show anybody else? And here it is. What is it? Like with me?
No, you're the first person I did it with.
Okay.
So I don't know how everybody else is going to fare on that test, but
Well,
I'm sure they're all going to look at
mineralogist.
it and just go, "What?"
Oh yeah. What is this? It stunned me. If I had it a little longer, I might have caught it.
You might have
because
caught
of
the
this-
little cleavage there,
yeah,
the little cleavage
lines
plane
running
internally.
through it. Yeah. Well, that's fabulous.
Isn't that wonderful? For Abu Dhabi, I mean, it's a unique
Abu Dhabi.
locality.
Yeah, you never hear this is from Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, there are no minerals from there. And this is really cool. This is a dodecahedron of fluorite from a mine called Dong Po.
Okay. It's a wonderful thing.
Put this like that.
There we go.
And you can see it with the white background.
It's a beautiful piece.
It's just wonderful, the aesthetics of it.
Yeah.
Sitting up like that with the green, with the light purple.
Razor sharp. That's wonderful. And they're all complete, too.
Yeah.
And that's druzy quartz, I assume.
Yep.
Yep.
So this is a scepter
Oh, look at that.
from Madagascar. Isn't that great?
It looks like it was made last night.
Yeah.
Isn't that a gorgeous thing?
That's wonderful.
It's so perfect.
Yeah. The balance of it is just absolutely
And this
wonderful.
is, hallelujah?
Madagascar.
Oh, Madagascar. How about
Madagascar.
that? Okay. Because I've seen similar things from, Nevada there.
Sure. This is
Color. Look at that.
this is the Hilton mine. It's
Hilton
a twin.
mine.
So
Yes.
it's English and it's from probably it's not prehistoric, but it's darn close.
Beautiful.
It's just a killer penetration
England
twin.
did produce fabulous fluorites, and this is one of them. Not only a beautiful twinning, but the color, sharpness, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect specimen.
That yellow, that
Yeah, it's
rich
gorgeous,
yellow is
yeah.
great. This for fluorite collectors is like the coup d'etat. They're
yeah.
coveted localities.
You see that?
The Hilton mine.
The Hilton
twins.
mine.
This is a really wild thing. You're gonna look at it.
I
and you're
gotta
gonna say,
get my
"What is
glasses. An epidote.
Epidote, exactly.
Beautiful.
From
at
Pakistan.
that.
That's the weird thing.
That's Pakistan. Perhaps
has
I've
the
seen
garnets?
some little ones.
Yeah.
And I see this big one. I said, I think it's an epidote.
Yep, exactly.
When you pulled it out, that's
Very
a killer.
reminiscent of the Italian localities.
Yes.
You know, the old Bellicombe and Val
Yes.
di View, and even associated with garnets. So it's interesting deposits,
Beautiful.
so similar.
Very much so.
This is classic
Oh yeah, look at that.
Illinois.
Yeah, but look at that.
That thing.
Tense
is just,
colors.
That is outrageous. Now,
Fabulous thing. A little bit of violet down here and the
What happened to
beautiful
my light?
golden color. I like to look at that. Look at that. A true golden color like
Yeah.
that when you back that up. Isn't that a gorgeous thing?
in Ross's collection and the Lilly collection, there were
okay.
maybe 4 of these. And,
Okay.
you know, that are this level of quality, sharpness, perfection.
I see.
That's an outrageous
Oh.
mineral. And you know, they hit a new pocket at McEarl
Oh, okay.
this year. James Zegras did. And we got this example from him.
This is from the new pocket?
This is from the new pocket.
Good, okay.
I've got 2 that I'm going to share with you.
Okay.
And this is by far the finest crystal,
absolutely.
in my opinion, that I saw produced. I love this step.
Oh, yeah, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Isn't
And the
that
quality
wonderful?
is just... It's the McEarl Ridge mine.
Yeah,
It's
that's what they're
next
called.
door
100 feet
to
from it.
100 feet to show. Right over the border.
Exactly.
But it's beautiful
Oh,
material.
it's a gorgeous thing.
It looks like it was machine
Yeah, that's
made.
what I say. These quartzes really are something.
And you know, it's funny. You look at all quartz from around the world and you say, hey, this is a beautiful quartz. The quality is unsurpassable. And then
Yeah.
you put a McEarl next to it and you go, wait a
forget it.
minute.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
So now-
English now.
This is English, but it's Heights Mine, which is not Rogerly.
Oh, okay.
The difference is, if you can notice it here, and I like it like that,
It's a heart.
it's like a heart,
Look at that.
is that
Look
it
at
doesn't
Look at
have
that coloring.
it doesn't have the bluish component, not nearly as much.
Yeah.
It has much more of that emerald green
The
color.
green is fabulous.
The green is phenomenal.
Oh, it's wonderful.
The green is just vibrant electric
Twinning
green.
and everything. Huge crystals here. These are huge crystals for the crystallized coppers from Michigan, and then you have it all branching off into the. That's a wonderful thing, though.
Isn't that great?
That's great.
Fully crystallized on both
Oh,
sides.
Yeah, look at that.
Old Ed David piece.
Oh,
This thing is a wonderful thing. This next thing, this is just crazy. I've had a few of these, not many, but 1 or 2. But this one takes the cake. This is just crazy.
oh, look at that.
Isn't that
That's fabulous.
just fabulous?
It looks like somebody sculptured that. If they had a nature, of course. And look at
Totally
that.
perfect.
It's just perfect.
Floating
Holy cow.
stalactites. And I'm sure it grew like this, upside down. And it formed, and you can see the crystals
Yes.
were coming through these tubes.
Yeah.
The calcite is coming down and depositing, and then this is the water table. So
Yeah.
right where it hits the water table,
Yes.
it grows into these
Yeah,
big,
you can
massive
see that.
crystals.
Just kind of a just going across there. Where
Exactly.
that table was.
So
Beautiful.
This is just a wonderful thing. This is one of those halites.
Oh, okay. So that's a super fine one. It seemed like, I don't know, remember the matrix though. See, you got this on matrix
Silmonite,
too.
yeah.
Silmonite. Look at that thing. Do it from the back. That
Sure.
really shows. There you go.
Or I can hit it here and you can hold it down. You can probably bounce the light. No,
Yeah.
just there. From Brian's aspect.
Oh, Brian's seeing it. Can you see that light through it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't
Just
know which
here.
is better.
No, that was perfect.
Which way,
Yeah,
bouncing?
Just like that. Yeah, the bounce is the best.
Yeah,
There we go.
that's great.
Beautiful. It's a hell of a fine one. It's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got those little white balls in between
Yes.
at the base, so it gives it some
Contrast.
contrast.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That's what makes
Yeah,
that so wonderful.
beautiful.
It's a great
And
thing.
the locality, is it African?
Yeah, Bergaucus.
Oh, it is Burger. It's very different.
Yeah,
Very different.
old piece.
Lovely thing.
Do you know this species? You might have seen one. Maybe not.
I don't know
got
this.
that?
That's, what is it?
It's Plumbo gummite.
Oh, it's so different though, this one. See, this has these big balls
Yeah,
all over it. The other ones are just kind of in the blue.
and it's all sparkly
Yeah.
and you can
Oh,
see it's
yeah.
got that wonderful.
It's so much better than the ones I saw.
Yeah. This is the best example I've seen for the species.
Yeah, that's a hell
And
of
their
a thing.
coating, those are
And I don't know the
pyromorphite
mineral. Is
crystals
that
in
what it
there.
is?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I simply don't know the mineral, but that name is given out on.
It's radioactive.
Thank you very much. Take that home with me.
This is one that I think we've done before, but I just love it.
Ooh, look at that thing. Holy cow.
Just
Did we
from
do that?
Milpilus.
Yeah.
Showing the two different generations.
Yes.
Just
It's
outrageous.
so hard to remember. It's so gorgeous. Just a perfect, small cabinet specimen. That's beautiful.
It's a jewel.
Jewel.
I don't know if I handed this to you or if we filmed this, but I think you know what that is.
Diamond?
That is a diamond.
Oh, yeah.
Mackle twin.
It sure is.
35 carats of.
Thank you very much. Make my day.
Is that good for you, Dave?
Yeah. Look at that. I love
Fair
this thing.
compensation?
God. 35 carats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is new. So this is interesting because
Holy cow, look
it's
at the
from a
size
new
of it.
mine. Started producing about 2 years ago
Wow.
in Badakhshan, which is in Afghanistan.
Oh, yeah.
And it's near Paprok.
Yeah.
And this is by far the best example.
That's fabulous.
Isn't that
My
wonderful?
God, talking about a museum piece.
No repairs, no
Oh, that's
restorations, just an outrageous
fabulous.
example.
Absolutely fabulous. Boy, you have to hand it to that locale. It's come up with great termites.
So here is something that's just totally
Oh,
unusual.
isn't that nice? Look at that.
Looks like a flower.
Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, they've really found wonderful
From India.
amethyst. Oh, from India.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the finest
How
Indian
about that?
amethyst I've ever seen.
That's wonderful.
Similar to a certain style that comes from Brazil, but much, much more deeply saturated.
Yeah,
Purple.
it really is.
Yeah.
It has wonderful color.
That's the finest example I've ever seen from that locality. I've
Yes.
seen small ones and little pieces, but this
Yes.
is by far the example.
Yeah,
And this is awesome.
I love this.
You know,
Look at that.
it's
Look at that.
common minerals doing something
Yeah.
wonderful
Yeah,
together.
what it amounts to is a common mineral. Each one of these are common, but you get it into a cluster like this, it's like a dream come true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, look at that. That thing has such character and beauty.
How many quartzes, schorls, and albites have we seen, but how many look like that?
Forget it.
So for me, that's
wonderful.
even more important is
Oh,
when you
very
have,
much so.
you know, a mineral that is prolifically produced around the world,
Yes.
and then you have it at this level, this
Exactly.
caliber. It's
That
transcends.
is a one of a kind.
It makes it. It's even more rare than
Oh, yeah.
some of the rare species.
Oh, very much so.
In that condition, obviously.
It's in perfect condition, too.
Yeah, it's incredible. This is great.
Beautiful. Is that from the new Sonoran?
Nope.
Where's that
Think
from?
older. like 100 years older.
Oh, it's, oh, okay. Bisbee?
Bisbee it is.
Wonderful.
Isn't that great?
Look at that.
Love that from Bisbee.
Yeah, that's a beautiful.
color.
I like this, even though this is where it broke, but this was in a cavity, needless to say, but it adds to it. I
Yeah.
like that line around it. It's like a border.
It makes it gives it a
Yeah.
border and makes it
Yes.
pop.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful.
This is great for a stibnite. Not your typical though.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Looks like Romanian, but it's
Yeah.
Chinese.
Chinese, yeah.
And it has these, it's the only
Beautiful.
one I've ever had with these elongated terminations.
Yeah, they come pointed like that.
come pointed.
Yeah. Isn't that beautiful?
And it's just got this incredible
Beautiful
aesthetic.
burst. Yeah,
It's a beautiful burst.
yeah. Beautiful.
These were new out of China this past year. And this was the only one that I had gotten on Matrix.
Oh, look at that. Sure is that. Oh, isn't that a beauty? Look at that thing.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Calcites and then the,
It's barite.
It's barite. It is
Two
barite.
generations.
Okay.
And the first generation
Yeah,
was
it's
this
barite.
sort of, you know,
That's the best one of those I've seen.
it's like a
Oh, it's fabulous.
champagne-y color, and then it goes to
Yeah.
that bright white.
Bright white. Yeah, I've seen some small pieces of it.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's barite.
This was the Pepsi Challenge. That other crystal I showed you.
Yes, look at that.
This is McEarl from the previous find.
Okay.
So this was
that a jewel?
1987. And it's a twin, a Daphne
That's it.
twin
Yep,
and a
yep.
Brazil twin.
That's
both.
right. Look at that.
Not
What
wonderful.
a jewel.
Total
Just
jewel.
a jewel.
And then this is worth having in your hand. I don't know if we picked this up in New York, but
Look at that.
you can pick it up again.
Oh,
Isn't that just wonderful?
wow, for a malachite.
For a
Look at
malachite,
that.
that's crazy.
That is unbelievable. Get that damn thumb out of the way. It's just hard to believe this stuff forms in the ground like this.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
And the last two things I have to show you, I have right under this table.
Okay.
You know, I don't know how much you know about the species, but vanadinite has been coming out for a long time. And since 2002, I've had no less than 5 or 6 pockets. It seems they hit a pocket once every few years of something major, and they vary. But the elusive and the always, you know, the most desirable have always been vanadinites on white barite.
Yeah.
And there was a pocket that was supposedly hit in the early 80s that Barry Ample purchased 90% of it, and it was handled by Stefan Stolte and Occam Carl. And they're 2 European dealers, and they together had that pocket. And apparently there's some really fine pieces in there, but no one ever saw them.
I see.
And then since then, in the 80s, I've never seen another find on white barite. About 2 months ago, they hit a pocket, and it was on the blessed white barite, and I'm going to show you the 2 finest examples, and what I feel are the 2 finest vanadinites I've ever seen in my life.
Wow, look at that.
So, I mean,
wonderful.
it's the red on white.
Yeah, the red on white. Much harder to get by magnitudes of many times.
Infinitely harder. You don't see it.
Wonderful.
I mean, these are rough. They just came out. There's a couple of little tiny broken crystals on the side here, but it's 99% intact. And this is, for me,
Absolutely gorgeous. Never seen anything like that.
this and the next one you're about to see are the 2 finest vanadinites I've ever seen.
Fabulous.
They're just incredible things. This is arguably the best vanadinite there is.
Okay. Holy cow. Look at that thing. Look at that.
Isn't
That's
that
unbelievable.
crazy?
Best thing I've ever seen in that mineral.
Best thing I've ever seen in that mineral, too.
Unbelievable.
The fact that this thing exists is crazy.
Yeah. I'll give you my American Express and you can just wrap that up, take
Well,
it home
you got
tonight.
it.
Thank
Yep.
you.
You don't mind if I send the invoice by email? No problem.
That's fine.
That's fine. You got it.
Killer. Absolutely a killer.
So there we have it.
Daniel, thanks a
Dave,
lot.
thanks so much.
Wonderful
Thanks for
job.
coming. Come here,
Keep
give
up
me a
the
hug.
great work. Yeah, big hug. You keep up the great work.
Thank you.